Hey guys, ProudMisfit's here, and I would just, this is a kind of a special video, I guess, maybe. I've been meaning to make this video for a long time, but I just have not gotten around to it. Sorry, I'm fixing the little frame there. It's gonna bug me. Anyway, this is a video explaining what did you do? I'm just gonna let it go. Anyway, this is a video explaining my top 5 Pokemon that I think need to evolve when X and Y rolls around. So before I start, these are my opinions. If you disagree, feel free to post your opinions down in the comments. Also, none of this art that I'm going to be showing is mine. If you wish me to credit you, tell me who you are and which piece is your art, and I will add you in the description. Oh god. Sorry, I've got some mucus in my throat, a little bit of cold. I'm gonna start off this list with some honorable mentions. These are not on my official list. They're just Pokemon that I think needed to be, mentioned. First off is Girafarig. I really don't know. I just don't think it really has a place, and it really sort of bothers me. I think the Evo would be maybe a reverse of Girafarig, maybe? Perhaps it turns into a dark psychic type, but the darker half has taken over the body now, and it actually looks like a giraffe instead of an ass. Second, Absol. Never really was a huge Absol guy, no. But I know a ton of people like him, and I honestly think he needs to evolve. His stats are already satisfactory, well, at least his attack is, and so maybe give him a Scizor kind of thing, where his stats stay the same, but he gains a new type or something. Absol represents yin and yang, so maybe make him a dark fairy type, or just sort of represent dark and light, maybe even dark fighting, but we already have Pangoro, so I doubt that. Next is Pinsir and Heracross. I love Heracross, really. Pinsir, not really so much. Either way, I think that they both could stand for an evolution. Again, sort of like Scizor, being that their stats are already pretty good. I also believe that they don't absolutely need one, but hey, pre-evolution would be nice. I'm sorry guys, I'm going a little bit fast, but I have a lot of words and I need to get through them pretty fast. And I might quiet down at some point because everybody else in my house is asleep and I am awake making this video, so shh, because it's like 11:40 here. Okay, now we get to the real list. Let's go. Number 5, Mawile/Sableye. These two were introduced in the 3rd generation, and while I was debating on whether or not to even include Sableye in this, I figured that they are both part of the duo, and they both need to be here, Mawile particularly. Neither of them had very good stats, but Sableye has the whole no weaknesses thing going for him, and Mawile has nothing. So I also believe that Sableye would be using competitive more than its evolution because of Eviolite, and that would make it jump to OU faster than you can say I have made a terrible decision. But nonetheless, Mawile really needs an Evo, and Sableye in a boat connected to hers from an extensive distance, meaning, they're both tied to the duo, and if one gets an evolution, the other should, I guess, maybe. I don't know. Mawile could be changed into a Steel Fairy, and her evolution could be a Steel Dark, perhaps. I could care less about Sableye's, but here's some fan art that I'm going to be putting up on the screen. Coming in at number 4 is Banette. I'm not sure on this one, but I just think it really deserves one. I have always kind of grouped Banette and Dusclops together, and for some reason, and Dusclops got an evolution, so why no Banette? Its concept is so cool, and it could have a badass evolution. The best idea I've seen is this one, which sort of resembles a puppeteer, which is super cool, because Shuppet being, well, puppet. I genuinely think this Pokemon deserves an evolution. It got robbed. Number 3, Jinx. Speaking of getting robbed, this Pokemon got it worse off than Banette. Let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, 3 Pokemon were grouped into a trio all the way back in Kanto. And then, when we traveled to Johto, those 3 got baby versions of themselves, and continued living as a happy trio. Then, after traveling to Sinnoh, Two of that trio got badass evolutions, and the other did not. Those three Pokemon were Electabuzz, Magmar, and Jynx. When Electabuzz and Magmar got Electivire and Magmortar, Jynx got nothing, zilch, which isn't fair. I think an evolution would get Jynx more appreciation, and I think the Evo would be super cool. Now, I'll admit, I don't like Jynx that much. I think her awesome typing was a bit overlooked because she looks absurdly stupid, and even kind of sexist. Back to the subject, though. I think Jynx's Evo would be something similar to a Viking/opera singer type thing. I don't know. Now we're getting to the serious part of the list, the two that I think need evolutions. Now. Number 2 is Dunsparce. I lied. I really don't think that Dunsparce requires an evolution like now, as it can be trained to be somewhat decent and has okay stats. If you have seen my Dunsparce only run, then you know this. I just think that Derpson deserves an evolution, and with the fairy type being introduced, Dunsparce is bound to get one. He's practically a fairy already, just like Clefairy, Snubbull, and Mawile. It could be so goddamn cool. This picture illustrates it well. A giant badass fairy dragon bird thing. Think it over for a while. Maybe you'll feel the same way. And coming at numero uno is Farfetch'd. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Farfetch'd has been around since the mother truckin' first gen, and still, no evolution. People never used Farfetch'd, and for good reason. It sucks. Its stats are shit. It's really rare, and most people forget it even exists. Farfetch'd has a potentially awesome design concept, and it's just waiting for the evolution to do it justice. Here are some examples. My ideal Farfetch'd Evo is a super cool fighting flying ninja bird with 2 elongated sharpened leaf blades and the ability to learn Leaf Blade, Night Slash, and Sword Stance by level up. Think of the epicness. This thing would be OU within days of X and Y's released. Maybe Technician could be thrown into the mix. Stab, Tech Boost, Aerial Aced? Count me in. Well, there you have it, Misfits. My top 5 Pokemon that I want to evolve in the 6th generation of Pokemon. Remember, these are my opinions and nobody else's, so feel free to leave your list in the comments. I read and reply to everyone. Now, this is a bit of a short list, bit of a short video. I could have made it longer, but, you know, I'm pretty tired. I should get to sleep, and yeah. Anyway, I've been the Proud Misfit. If you like this video, like it. If you love this video, favorite it. And if you love me, you should just hit that subscribe button right up there. I'm the Proud Misfit. You guys are my Misfits. I love you guys. Helps me out a ton. Likes, favorites, views, dislikes, anything. Yeah. Love you guys.